Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less. I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name.
There's this huge trend on Facebook and in the groups and in the events we go to and all of these things where we talk about uplines. In fact, I see it often about, hey, my FMO's doing this or my upline's doing that, or should I be doing this or should I be getting that? Or there's a lot of confusion surrounding the topic of an upline, right? And so I want to talk to you about the transition that you'll go through, in my opinion, that the transition, let's just say the transition that I've gone through as far as my definition of an upline, right? Because when you start, everybody looks at the commissions, right? Let's say you've got, the top comp is 50%, okay? And then you've got 40% and you've got 30% and you've got 20%. Then the bottom of the barrel, we'll just call it below street, okay, is 10%. Then you've got street level, which is 20%. But your FMO, your upline, okay, it doesn't matter whether you have it through an FMO or a person, right? We're talking contracts, we're talking commission percentage here, right? It doesn't matter whether your upline is an FMO or an individual that has a top contract or whatever that looks like, okay? If you're at this 20%, it's so easy to look at that spread and say, and this may be a bad example because it is a drastic spread, right? 30%. Okay, but typically you don't see that big of a spread unless you're talking life insurance and it's kind of a different animal. But that spread is justified in some way or should be justified in some way, shape, or form. The typical thing we hear is, well, that upline should be providing that value to where you're taking that lower compensation, right? Whether that be in the form of leads, training, recruiting, anything. Well, here's what I want to do, right? And I promise you, if you're subscribed to my email list, if you're friends with me on Facebook, if you're in the Facebook group, you're going to see me write this out in long format because it's something that I it's just been on my mind for weeks now, okay? What I want to do is flip that definition of an upline right on its head, okay? Because at a certain point, as you mature, as you grow, as you develop as an agent or an agency owner, those leads become less important. That training becomes less important. The mentorship should always stay important, right? But you will outgrow your mentors from time to time, okay? But what I want to do is, again, flip that definition right on its head because the way that I view an upline now is changed. It's very different, right? And so for me, let's just say, okay, I could go direct to the carrier, right? Because of my production, right? Because of my production, the number of agents, whatever that may be, I can go direct to carrier, right? All this thing that everybody wants is, I want my commissions paid directly from the carrier, right? And I could go direct to carrier and I can get that 50% contract, okay? And we're just using, round numbers again, right? Or I have this person over here, okay? We're just gonna draw a little stick figure. This person over here, this is somebody that I like, respect, I trust, that I've worked with before, that has helped me in the past, that will help me in the future. And I could go direct to carrier, we'll just say DTC, okay? And take that 50% contract. Or this person over here, okay, has done a lot for me, will do a lot for me in the future. It may behoove me, look, I'm using big words now. It may behoove me to say, you know what, man, I could go direct to the carrier and take that 50% contract, but I'm betting that our relationship is going to grow. The ability that we get to work on this together now, okay, because we're in unison, right? We're in alignment, meaning he's at the 50%. I'm taking a 5% hit down here versus over here, okay? I'm betting that 5% is going to be much more worth it. Okay, and if you are an agent, and if you are just starting out, and if you're just starting out and you're shopping commissions, you're doing it all wrong. We've talked about this, in the past, but you don't be shopping commission levels, right? Be shopping for a mentor. Be shopping for somebody that's going to invest in you. Be shopping for somebody that's going to give you those resources. But if you're a more advanced agent, if you're getting to the phase where those leads aren't as important to you, the training is not important to you, understand the value of relationships, right? The ability to work with somebody on a contract. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because lately I've had some amazing opportunities to work with some people that should never have taken contracts under me if they're looking at it from purely the numbers standpoint. If they're looking at the numbers and saying, well, if we did $100,000 a year in production, I'm taking this 5% hit, is it worth it? Or can I go direct to carrier? Is Brad going to provide me that much value? I may not. But this person said, these people have said, yeah, man, I like what you do. I appreciate you. I respect you. I want to work with you, right? I want to give us a reason to go on trips and write it off as a business trip, right? Because we did business. We're working together. I want to give us reasons to meet and to strategize on how we can grow in this particular arena, this particular product, this particular, whatever, okay? So again, flipping that the usual on its head. Typically, it's agents shopping for the upline that they want to, that is supposed to provide this value. But as you grow and develop, as you mature, as you in your, career, right? You're going to have the ability to start looking for people to say, hey, you know what? Man, I know you've got a good contract with such and such carrier. I've watched you, we're friends, we've worked alongside of each other a lot. Why don't we work together on this contract? I'll take the one below you, right? You're at 50%, I'll take the 45, and we'll go out and slay it, right? That's how you know you've gotten to a higher level in this business. And I mean that with all sincerity, guys. You want to work with people. Like, I'm a relational person. I want to work with people that I want to work with. And that 5% is worth so much more than just the money on paper, right? It's that relationship, it's the growth, it's the ability to work together that we've talked about. So don't put so much stake in your upline. I get it. There's bad uplines out there. Heck, I'm a party to it. I get it. They exist all over the place. It happens, but don't be a bad agent by, commission shopping all the time, right? And looking for that next opportunity to cut out your upline because now you can get a direct contract and they're not worth the 5%, right? Really take inventory of that relationship and see if that relationship is worth more. I hope this helps.